Alright, this ends up being part 2 with the screen part. And I turned around and found one thing. Yeah, I got the screen working, but I found one odd issue with the screen. There in the settings, and then turn this off here. And so right here on the screen. So what it is, I will turn around and go to, I'm just going to personalize here. Wait, no, I won't do that. I need a line here. Wait, I know what it, I forgot. Hold on. Let me find sound. Find sound. There we go, this is better. So I go up to medium, bulk media. So right here where the rocker is. Nothing. It gets really delayed. Okay, we'll see what happens now. Nothing. It's reacting really odd. So, see right here, it's reacting right. So I'll move the screen up, just up above that rocker. I control. Go down here, below the rocker. So, same thing. This is that little area right there. So go down a little further. So see, there's a real, see right here it works. I get up in the part where the rockers are. It wasn't as bad yesterday, so I don't know what's going on with it, but you can see them right below it. But there's something with that part of the, is above it, it's fine. Right in here. It's really, and it's like takes over, it's like delayed. So, it just doesn't work in that area. Then I go in here, it's fine. So it's really odd. Really odd just the way it's working. So as you can see, it's just there's an issue right here. I got the like down in here. I got a lot of it, got it working, but for some reason, it just doesn't want to work up in here. So after me going on about this for a few minutes, and you see it's all delayed and everything. Oops. So, well, the bad part about it with the phone here is I did a reset and I still get no time and battery. So I went through all that resetting. I still haven't finished setting the phone up because of that screen issue. I spoke to Motorola about it, and pretty much they don't warrant this inside screen at all. Doesn't matter how new or how old, whatever, how new it is. Doesn't matter how new it is. They charge to take care of this phone, to replace it. So I called them the one day, spoke with them. It was day before yesterday, and so that would be Thursday. Spoke with them on Thursday, and they were telling me $250 to replace it, $249.99. So it's $250 to repair this, but I have to send this them, and I have to deal without a phone in the meantime. So, and I know right away they would go by this part here when I was talking about that little part where I dropped it. You see it a little bit, but that has not affected it. I was like, it would affect this part because that's where it hit mostly. But that's not the point. And the thing is, what I find out too is there's people that have had these for 2 to 3 months and they have the same exact issue, where this part of the touchscreen here in the front doesn't want to really work. See, it works a little bit. See, I'll get it. Like if I try to actually say I want to take this out of here, let me move. See, I don't take it off. It'll won't let me. Oops. Get out here a minute. See, it's really weird in that area. It still somewhat works. I'm glad I have it at least working so I can still set this up, but I'm not sure how much longer this screen's going to last. Sorry if I get off the screen there. I'm kind of looking at the phone as I'm doing this instead of up here where the, sorry about my hand being away, up here where I'm recording. Should be looking through that because right there near my face. So I'm going to do that now. But anyways, so the issue could get worse because who knows how long now that internal screen's going to last. That's the downfall. I mean, I'll open the phone periodically, but they took some of the options away, like I said, so I'd open the phone more. But I've noticed things like when I open it, just like parts of the screen. Let me see if I can get it a little closer for it. So I'll bring it over here. So, I think it's down here. Oops. So let's see what it sounds like when I open it. Oops. Yeah, see how much that sound is going to be heard. There's stuff going on around where I live, so. But yeah, so this is a serious issue with this phone that I think is a little ridiculous that Motorola, I feel like they should just recall this device and fix this issue. I don't know why this is an issue here. I thought this was actually designed better, but I've noticed as I've used the device, not just the noise from when I open it, I get a noise in this. This and there, like I said, like right in here. There's this pretty much got little spaces that stuff can get into. And one guy was sitting there saying he had saw a video on it. He said he had an eyelash that almost got down inside the phone here. He didn't know it was what it would do if it got inside. So he said lucky he was able to get it out. So, and then I'm looking at this, like right here, of like how much space is up underneath here. And it's kind of bad. And then it's weird how it's like the screen's in the front, not the back. So I'm like kind of baffled by why it's not some kind of somewhat sealed inside better to prevent this from happening. You know, and I know this phone's not going to last forever, but at least expect at least 2 years out of use it out of it if it's well taken care of. I clean it and keep up on it, and you know, like I said, I try to avoid keeping it around. If I'm working, like any kind of dust dirt, it goes in a different location or different area, or it's wrapped in a bag or something to protect it to keep dust and dirt back. I've taken care of this phone more than I have any other one. You know, it's just I really like the device. You know, really like the layout of it and the shape and design of it. You know, the form factor is really cool, but that inside screen is really an issue. Now, there's something different. I did see the new one. This is all sits down and farther. They said it's a 30% improvement with the hinge, but I'm like, why is it 30%? Why is it not like 50% or even 100%, 75%, something more than 30%? So then there's still issues that can happen. And the really bad part about all these devices that are like this, even Samsung, they all tend to have that same issue. They get dirt behind the screen, no matter how much you take care of it. It gets that crunchy noise. And then I've seen where people have lines that run up and down the screen here, or little dead pixels, or little spots to where it's just pixels are just remaining in that one color. So, and it's just bad. And then the not response, like mine's right in here. I thought it was just this rocker area, but it actually looks like it's up in here totally. But I don't know how long this internal screen is going to last. So it's kind of disappointing. But it's good I was able to at least get it functioning, so I can at least get in the settings to set it, because everything else, you know, works pretty good. It's just that really oddness with this. So it kind of bugs me that in this area that, you know, it's just delayed response. It's really weird. So I don't know why it's like that. You know, why it does that. But I thought this screen itself, that kind of stuff wouldn't have mattered. But at least there's a little function, but I know for sure right up in here, and then see it does its own thing. See, I'm not even touching it, so. So it makes it kind of difficult to do things when this is what it does. So I don't know how to like not get to do that. But then I don't know if it's the amount of times I touched it in that area is why I did that. So let me see. Yeah, see, I'm not even doing anything to the phone. The bad part is Motorola won't take care of this issue unless I pay them money. So the bad part also with it is when I talked to them on Thursday, I was told $250, like I said earlier, to resolve this. And then yesterday when I called, they told me $550. And then I look at them going, well, I can get one of these through Best Buy right now for $550. So why would I turn around and pay Motorola the same amount for me to just replace the device? And it's unfortunate the cost of this versus the durability kind of is bullshit. I'm just going to plain say it is this bullshit. It shouldn't be this way, to where you pay $700 or over $700 for these things, or even $1,000 for something like this, and you get to use it in normal wear and tear. It goes south within a short time. I've had this for 6 months. That's it, maybe 7 months at the most, and I'm like this because of the video. Of course, it's open more, but I don't do that much. I'm pretty much on the outside screen. Shut up, because I haven't finished setting this up, so that's why all this stuff's here. So yeah, see, I do all this stuff out here usually. Like if I want to watch videos, I usually like click YouTube and watch a video, and I'll even do in a form factor, like I said, where I'll turn it like this. So I'll have it sitting down like this, and I'll watch a video like that, and it works well. The only thing I've noticed is sometimes it'll slowly do that and close. So there's an issue with the hinge. So I don't understand, because it even talks about this in the phone itself in one of the settings about desktop mode and setting it up like that. So I do really like the device. I'm not really into Samsung's deal because of the front screen, and I've heard the performance kind of lags with theirs. This one has a lot more features and options and things, like just the color and stuff, that like the way it looks. But that interior screen really bugs me, so I'm just going to wait. Hopefully the screen holds out, because I'd rather just stick with a flip device like one of these. I don't care who makes it, as long as it's decent. I like the way this said everything about this. So if somebody else makes somebody like this, but it's better, yeah, I'd buy it. But right now I'm just going to wait and see what happens, see where the new ones are at, what's up, because those are new and people are starting to check those out and find out what's up with them, see if there's the same issue. But it's horrible that these manufacturers know this and really don't do much about it, especially Motorola. I saw one video, I saw the guy I watched last night, he had a test. He said, no, we're not going to do by machine, we're going to do by hand. So he had one of these, exact same color, and somebody else had a Samsung, and he flipped open and closed this 44,000 folds. The hinge started crapping out. And then after, I think it was like 153,000, the screen started going. So it didn't even make it to 200,000. It's kind of like pretty bad in a way. I'm like, it's kind of not good that Motorola decided to sell this thing. Should really, from the cost, should be like $400 or $500, starting new. And then right now it should be $200 to $300 because of the lack of durability on it. I think it's kind of really weird. Just they sell something, charge a lot of money for it. There's an extreme flaw with a very important part of the device. It shouldn't be in general, but even like sometimes when I just do that, there'll be like a noise. Let me see if I can get up to the microphone here, see if you can hear it. Yeah, so it gets like, I even looked at other YouTubers' videos, and they're saying the same thing. Like one guy has a Z Flip, Samsung, and he's got pockets behind his screen, but they said, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. And some people said it's affected their screen, other people said it's fine, but I just don't like the device can be made, and then you have to deal with a weird issue. That sounds like you got sand in your phone or something, or you didn't take care of it. And then the company, what Motorola tried to do first time, they asked me, I said something about this part, and then they're like, blame me for that. So the second day, when I talked to them, I told them there's no damage. It's perfectly fine to take care of it. They tried to blame me for this issue with the screen. They said, well, I had to do something to it. And as you can see, I'll even turn the screen off here. As you see, there's nothing, normal fold right there. So there's no scratches or anything. I'll bring it up a little closer. Get the light on here. A little dirty, that's it. You see there's no scratches or anything like that. Just normal fingerprints. So, oops, sorry, I went so far out there. But yeah, you see there's nothing wrong with the screen. So over here is where the issue is, right in here. And you see there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it's bad because it works a little bit, then it doesn't, and you see it kind of gets a mind of its own. So trying to do settings is a little tricky with this thing. But sorry about the video being so long, enough of my gabbing. I just had to make a point, because I thought it was a little ridiculous that this phone really isn't covered by the manufacturer that makes the thing. And it's sad, because I was like, I really like this device, but this kind of wrecks it really, and for me, and I kind of got disappointed having this now, this particular phone, because of that issue. That I select something, I'm like, oh nope, it has a serious physical flaw to it, and there's a couple of them actually with this setup, and it said that Samsung won't take responsibility. I said we just need to recall these and repair them, replace them, whatever. I'm not expecting a new phone. I'm expecting anything. I wouldn't expect Motorola to give me anything free. I just expect them to take care of this internal screen issue, and where I don't have to be without a phone, whatever. But there's no simple solution. So I even considered, well, let me see how difficult it is to maybe do a repair on the thing myself. And if I do that, maybe I do a video on it. But I don't know. I don't know if it'd be worth the effort, especially if this does this again later, at a later date. Because I've had this for, like I said, it started doing this, I figure, yeah, it's been about 6.5 months I've had it for, something like that. Because I got it into the first one in April, then had it for a couple weeks and noticed the camera issue. Then I found out these are wide angle, which would have been nice to know that. I didn't really get much script. Then I wanted to use it close. Of course, wide angle is going to give you a slight curve. That really bothered me. And then people wanted that. I'm like, I don't want that. I want a standard viewing factor. Sorry about hit the tripod there. But like I said, this is really ridiculous that this manufacturer won't back up this product. I find out that a lot of them are like this, that they'll do these, know there's flaws here, but won't do anything about it. So I don't know, really, like I said, I'm not sure if it'd be worth it, because if this issue happens again, then what? Did all that work and time and effort to repair it for nothing. So it's just a shame I can't just take the bezel off, take the screen out, unplug it, clean it, put it back together, done. It's not that easy, but I know life doesn't work that way. So I'm going to just wrap up this video, gabbed long enough about it, kind of make some points. I think I got all my points across about everything, like from the videos I saw, from things I was reading where, like I said, one person, it was horrible. They, every 2 to 3 months, they went to Motorola. They even paid, replaced it. They had the original one, they replaced it, had another replacement, and they replaced that. And they had that and replaced it again. So they have actually gone through having the thing repaired, actually, is what it was. So they had the phone repaired 4 different times. And that's, that was over freaking, you figure if it's 2 to 3 months, that's over a year time. That's not a good ratio. And I've had this for 6 months and I have this issue now. So I don't understand why a manufacturer would do this extreme, sell something that has an extreme flaw. I know a lot of people like me that really like this device. They like this better than the Samsung, especially the outside screen being 144, what it is, 144 megahertz and stuff, So it's just, they got that 144 megahertz refresh rate. I get a little more technical then, So, but anyways, yeah, it's just a shame there's not a simple fix or solution. I mean, like I said, I did the cleaning of the hinge, and my screen was totally just dead, like the way it is right here, like right now, like that. The whole screen was like that. But for some reason, when I cleaned the hinge, it's kind of weird even here, but I was having that part directly, except for down in here at the end. You see, it works down at the end. So it's just some weird section. You see, I can kind of make it work, but it's that clicking of that area. That's the problem. So it makes it difficult to do settings. I even tried turning it sideways, and now that doesn't change nothing. It still clicks on stuff. So there's kind of a little serious problem. I'm going to try to figure out what I can do. I don't know if I'll put any more up in another video or not. But like I said, sorry for the video being so long. I think I covered everything from all the different people that I talked to. But yeah, I would do research. Anybody else that's watching this, see what you find out. Because I think it's kind of a huge extreme flaw. And it kind of turns a lot of people away. I read a lot of comments. People now don't want to deal with Motorola because of this issue. But then Samsung lacks performance. I don't like the way the outside screen's set up. It's really slower. It's only got a 60 hertz refresh rate. This has got a 144 hertz refresh rate. So big difference. The inside screen is not as fast as the outside screen, but this outside screen is really, I really like it. Like I said, I like this whole form factor. It's cool on the other one, they made it bigger. But that's why I really like to stick with this type. If somebody else could make one, this style, basically follow Motorola's basic design, but better, yeah, I'd be for it. So, but Motorola needs to get their heads out of their asses and really make a decent product before you put it out. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't give some people like a handful of these, test them out before they put them out, put them in real world endurance, and find out where the flaws are, fix it, and then now we have a better product. Because I figured this should have lasted at least 2 years. That's what I was figuring. Because the way they talked about it, and you figure a small percentage of people are going to be doing this on a regular basis. Most people are going to have it like I have it, where this is, I make my phone calls, everything. Like I want to make a phone call, just go over here and I just do this and make my phone calls. So That's it. Then, but yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully they do something better. I don't know if the new one's any better, but I think I'd rather wait till the one after that, maybe 2025, where they actually maybe improve the hinge, maybe 30% more, than we have a 60% better deal with the phone. So, but enough of my deal. I know I keep saying it. So, all for now. Have a good night, day, whatever. Bye bye.